Hi, my name is Starr. I'm a campaign designer for Total War Rome 2.
Dom, tell us about Total War Rome 2. What are you showing here at E3?
We're showing the campaign map, which until recently has been a mystery to all. We had a small reveal last week, and here we're showing it to the mass press, and also a couple of battles. We have a new historical battle based on the Battle of the Nile, which is when Caesar found himself stuck in Egypt at odds with the forces of Ptolemy, and basically had to deal with a well-entrenched Egyptian army while also trying to survive on the Nile itself. Those two fleets clashing.
So what are some of the challenges when developing a campaign? Because you pull so much from history, are you limited by that, or does it actually help you?
Well, if anything, it gives us such a rich source of information. There's so much to tap into. Obviously, it can be overwhelming at times because there's so much. What do you pick? But we find that certain elements are they're conducive to more fun gameplay. Something we don't like to do is to bog people down in detail and education. We will say if it's not fun, then we shouldn't probably put it in the game. But obviously, the history is full of rich examples of we're making a war game. The human race is built on conflict. We wouldn't be where we are without that, and so there's many things we've been able to tap into. Like I mentioned, the Battle of the Nile. That was an epic conflict. Gives us a perfect opportunity to provide a challenging battle scenario for players to have a crack at. But in the end, though, what we don't like to do is kind of make the player feel like they need to be avid historians or they have to know the course of history to be able to play. You may learn something from playing the game, but in the end, we like to provide a starting position that's based on historical fact. But from that point on, really, it's a matter of it's a sandbox. Go and make history. Go and conquer the world as you would have liked to. You don't have to be Rome and do exactly what the Romans did. You could be one of the poor factions that fell to Rome's might and turn the tables. Go and destroy Rome for once. So we like to provide a sandbox based on history, but then let the player sort of play with things we've created, also inspired by history, and sort of have fun in their sandbox.
Leading to my other question is, could someone actually learn about Roman history playing this game?
Well, we're not.
You're not Discovery Channel. Yeah.
We're not providing edutainment here. Everything we do, though, is informed by historical research, and where possible, we try to have detail that a player can sort of dip into if they so choose, and they will learn something that is in fact true. You can have a unit that you've recruited, look at his description, his details, and you'll read a bit about that unit's history. Maybe an example of where they fought, the weapons they were good with, a particular example of someone they were good at fighting against, like a unit of cavalry being particularly weak against a guy with a massive spear or something. And also this time around, as the player moves towards reaching his ultimate objectives, we have a series of sort of chapter goals. Each one of these helps the player find his way to producing the biggest, best empire that is possible. But associated with each of these, we have historical missions or bonus objectives based on history. Now, you don't have to follow these, but if you do, then like I say, they're themed on things that faction actually did or might have done had they not been killed. The biggest problem, obviously, being that Rome were the victors. They killed many great powers before they had a chance to really find their way, so it's not always easy.